Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Welcome to the channel that provides actionable content to help your business grow. Don't forget to subscribe, as every month I give away one of my Facebook, Google, and YouTube courses away as a thank you for being a subscriber. Okay, today, ironically enough, we're actually covering the Facebook course. I know I allude to it in the intro card quite often, but very rarely, i.e. never, have I actually given you the behind the scenes of what you can actually expect from the Facebook course. Sure, the links, which are in the description below, go over to the landing page and gives you a deeper understanding of what to expect, but I haven't done a video on this, and we're changing that today. So let's just dig in. I want to keep this brief. All right, at the top of the page, once you log in and you create your account, again, the description is, the link is in the description below. I wanted to start off by providing as many resources to you as an agent as possible, because either if you're new to the business, or if you're new to marketing, or even if you are an expert in the business and in marketing, you do have evolving technology, constant innovation. So I wanted to provide as many resources as possible, because I have done the research and I continue to do research every time a new product, every time a new software, every time a new widget gets introduced into the market. So I wanted to provide value in that sense, in giving you my interpretation of what the email responders are, the top email responders are, the CRMs, landing pages, and websites. So right off the bat, you see the email autoresponders. So you get a description or a breakdown on a Weber, Constant Contact, MailChimp, and various other email responders. You get the pros and cons of each along with the price. Very similar concept to CRMs, especially with us agents. There are unique CRMs that are agent friendly, and then there are not. But with that being said, there's also a budget consideration. So you get the breakdown there as well. Landing page builders, I commonly refer to as sales funnels or sales funnel generators. You get the breakdown there along with the cost, along with what you can and can't do with each, which integrates with each other, and all that fun stuff. Then we go over to the website building resources. If you're not into the landing pages and are looking more for a traditional website, we're looking at domains, we're looking at companies that actually specialize in agents, for realtors, that don't involve you having to spend $5,000, $10,000 in building a website from scratch, where these companies that are highlighted in the resources tab, they actually do this for agents and are able to offer you a very economical solution that, again, doesn't involve you spending thousands of dollars. And as we make our way to the actual course, you see the table of contents right here. Up here, these are resources. So as soon as you make your account, you're going to be in this. This is your home screen. And again, these are resources. But over here, this is actually the course. And the way that I laid out the course is, I took the premise of you not knowing anything. So I thought to myself, if I was new to this, what would I need to do? What are the building blocks? How can I actually get to the point from that of somebody that doesn't know anything all the way up to somebody that is getting leads for pennies on the dollar? So that is exactly the methodology that I use to produce this course. And it's structured very much like building a house. That's the analogy that I use throughout the entire course of, if you needed to build a house, well, what does that look like? Where you're looking at actually designing the house. You're looking at actually getting the materials. You're actually looking at getting somebody to build the house. You need somebody to actually start building. You're going to look at some inspections. You're going to need some inspections, and then you're actually going to look and scale. Whether you build one house and want to leave it at that, or if you want to build another house, and so on and so on. So the analogy that I used throughout the entire course makes a lot more sense as you're growing through it. So I'll show you a bit of what the course looks like from the inside. The course itself is over 7 hours worth of video content, and there's a lot of other ad copies, a lot of swipe files. There's just a lot of things to unpack here, so we're gonna go quick. The welcome, again, giving you that analogy that I just mentioned a few seconds ago, going into the why on Facebook ads. I share some statistics that are gonna blow your mind. When it comes to Facebook, we get into the introduction, just understanding the methodology, understanding what we're trying to achieve and where it makes sense to add landing pages, how we're going to drive traffic. All of that concept is laid out so you know why we're doing the next steps. On the Essentials tab, on the Essentials and Materials tab, I break down different software, different items that you're going to need as we get ready to build a house. Right here, we're not in building stage. We're actually in the stage of getting our accounts in order, getting the software that we're gonna need, and the suggestions that I make here are all cost effective. Most of these are actually free. I am a fan of that. So trying to keep the budget as minimal as possible, so I'm not suggesting things that are going to blow out the budget. I'm not going to suggest software that's $500 a month or anything like that. So here we go into actually getting the materials in order, getting our essentials in place before we actually start building the campaigns on Facebook. Then we get into the third section, the third module, which is actually building the accounts or building the ads that are going to produce to you the leads. This is going to be the bulk of the course. However, if you don't understand the essentials, the materials that are needed, then this is going to get a bit overwhelming. You're gonna see it, but you need to know from the beginning to end on how to get to this level. And this is going to be a plug and play where all of these have their ad copy, all of these have suggested images, all of these are a copy and paste solution. I leave as very little as possible for guessing, very little room for guessing, unless you want to get creative and try different variations, which I do suggest throughout the course. But as you can see, there's plenty of campaigns to choose from, dependent on who you're after. If you're after buyers or sellers, you have that option. Then we get to the review stage. We're inspecting what we've created. Very commonsensical there. Then this is where I find a lot of value from the feedback that I've been getting, where staging our business in an automated way, having a system that we can automate what we're doing, leveraging that to go out there and get more business, go out there and create that next home, go out there and acquire more clients without having to do everything one by one or in a very manual way. Then the bonus section, which this is going to continue to grow, but for now we have the done for you funnels, we have email copies for both buyers and sellers, we have text swipe files, and then real estate apps that are pertinent. Then of course we have the patented Remind course that I've produced, so you have all of that included as well within the course. And as Facebook makes an adjustment, as Facebook makes adjustments and makes changes to what they allow and what they don't allow, which happens frequently, I do come in here and I edit the course accordingly and update it. And every time I find a new ad, a new solution, a new everything, I make sure to update the course. So whenever you purchase a course, it's a one-time cost. I don't believe in a monthly payment model, because I just don't when it comes to this. I think that once you make that initial investment, you should have access to the course until Well, forever. So that is the payment. That is the way that I structure the course. It's a one-time cost, and you have access to this until you just don't want to have access to it, which I don't see why you wouldn't. But that is the course. That is the Facebook course for real estate agents that I had gotten a few questions about. Okay, well, what does it look like? And here's the answer.